My two favorite things in life are eating great food and hanging out with awesome people.
Yeah, and my two favorite things would be eating great food at great restaurants and then listening to my own opinions about these restaurants and food. You know, you might even call it meeting and eating.
Well, thanks for letting us come in here to your home, your kitchen. You don't have to be around this area for very long to hear the left bank. Like, people talk about it because they love it and they love the food.
We try to reinvent some things also, take some common ingredients and give a little twist so to kind of bring them along a little, educate the public if we can.
So you've been here for how long is the restaurant?
June 1st, 17 years I've owned the restaurant.
Wow.
Here's my question for you. How do you keep inspiration up? What do you do when you wake up in the morning and there's, you know...
Well, I'm a chef 24/7. I wouldn't put chef tattoo on my arm if I didn't. Passionate about it, and I have great staff, long tenured staff, been in business 17 years. I've got staff going 16, 15, 14.
Wow.
So it's a lot easier to keep a well-oiled machine going.
Yeah, well, I think that leadership is cool, and I think that would make it a place that I would like to work. So are you hiring? No, kidding. But no, seriously, like, that leadership, man, that's what it's all about.
We're always looking for good people.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I will submit this resume a little later. But we're super excited about having dinner here. I know that you're going to make some stuff and show us exactly how you do your dish that includes
Foie gras.
foie gras.
Foie gras, F-O-Y-G-R-A-W.
No.
Right?
Yeah. Close.
Okay, so what he's doing here is this is an area where actually there's some heat. It's generated by a flame. There's a chemical thing creates a flame which creates heat. You can apply certain foods to a surface that has been heated, and actually the food changes a little bit to where you can eat it at a different temperature, sometimes textures, sometimes it kills germs. It's a very, very new technique from what I understand. It's a new technique that people have been applying more and more with some of these modern dishes, if you will. I'm interested to see how this turns out. I'm a little skeptical, but I trust him. I trust his taste. I think he's really going to be able to pull something off. We'll see.
I love the fact that pork belly, is that what that is?
Yep.
So, you know, that's intense, high fatty. You got to know what you're doing to cook that. Combining all these different things, but it also comes down to knowing how to fry a nice sunny side up egg. Like, I love that. Any bit of advice for someone at home that likes to try new things?
Experiment.
Okay.
Take recipes. If you don't like mushrooms in a recipe, but you like everything else, take the mushrooms out, play with the food. Too many people are horse-goggled in a sense if all of a sudden they don't like one of the ingredients, but the rest of the dish sounds wonderful. They take it out thinking it's going to mess it up. It's not like baking a cake. If you take the sugar out, you're not going to want to eat the cake.
Yeah,
Right.
that's good advice, David.
Yeah.
It's sriracha honey pork belly with potato crusted asparagus, farm egg, mustard coulis, tuna tartare with pineapple, avocado, jalapeno, ponzu sauce, foie gras with seared scallops, seared grapes, and spinach with pistachio.
So let's start with something.
Okay.
Start with all of it. Start with something.
Okay. Let's start with Culinary.
Okay. So here's the thing.
Wow.
I have a real question, but I think I know the answer.
Okay.
Glass half full or half empty?
That one is.
No, in your life.
Half full. Yeah, half full. Though I come from, I feel, a half-empty culture sometimes. I think I can remember defaulting to, like, I'd be excited about something, but you know, the odds are it's probably not gonna work, because that was kind of like, you need to establish that so that you seem realistic and that you don't have pie in the high. That was a phrase that we used where I grew up.
Pie in the high.
You don't want to. You don't. You don't want.
Here's the deal. I don't.
You don't want to seem. You don't want to seem pie in the high because. Man.
I have heard kids that dabble in herb talk about how they like pie when they're high. Is that it?
It's all right.
You need to recognize when someone's trying to save you
I know.
and appreciate that. So he had the word chef tattoo.
Yeah.
Which makes me think about tattoos. You don't have them.
I don't have any tattoos. My wife has a tattoo, and it is right here, and it's just a dot. She started to get one, and instantly pieced out on it. She said that she wasn't thinking very clearly at the time, and it was going to say, "Live in La Vida Loca."
Just think
And
about
she works. I'm not lying. The pork belly itself is just too perfect on its own. I hope it's not a problem that every time I talk, there's food in my mouth. Every single time.
Listen, every time you talk, there's food in your beard as well.
You know I'm self-conscious about that. So, you have a percentage of alcohol in drinks. You know, your 12% in wine, things like that. You know, 5, 6, whatever in a beer. When you're getting into the liquors, there's the proof, and we're wondering what we're proving. So, like, you've got 151 proof something, and we know that's a big deal. We don't know why it's a big deal.
151 proof, essentially, you're at 75.5% alcohol.
So the higher the proof, the higher percent of alcohol goes.
Yes, and it goes back to early times when they used to put some of the alcohol onto gunpowder. And if they could light it, it was a higher proof. If it couldn't light on the gunpowder, it was, a lower proof.
Interesting.
And that's where firewater comes from.
Shut up! That's awesome.